Hi, I'm Joe.
And I'm Liam.
What is the ultimate four-wheel drive and how the market has evolved is what we're talking about today. Liam, what is the best four-wheel drive for you and how has the market evolved?
Well, there's so many four-wheel drives on the road now, ridiculous amounts.
There is.
And I remember 20 years ago when I first started in the motor industry, there wasn't nowhere near the level of four-wheel drives that there's on the road today. It's obscene now. I'd probably say, I don't know what the stats are, but there's so many four-wheel drives.
Yeah.
And there's reasons for that. I remember when BMW brought out the BMW X5, which I can't remember the exact, but it was in the 90s, late 90s, when they first came out. And I just thought, what a car. It was like, the shape of it, it was unbelievable. And they were a car that everybody wanted. Absolutely. Then Land Rover brought out the Range Rover Sport, which again, that was in the 90s. It was a big push on, wasn't it? Which was another car which then, it appealed to men, it appealed to women, it appealed to families. You have 5 seats, a big boot. So that was the first for me, what I can remember, which were cars where there were four-wheel drives that everybody wanted as opposed to a normal everyday car. Yeah?
Because they were big?
Because they were big.
Yeah?
And they looked good. They looked really good.
Well, the X5 I remember, they did because of the new backlights, the new headlights, and you had the big grille. That was the first time the big grille came out.
Yeah.
And you thought, wow, this is special. And it was like a BMW, but jacked up, wasn't it? And you thought, well, this is really nice. It was big, it was bulky. For me, I think it was always a saloon car, a sports car. It always has been. And then about 12, 15 years ago, I think I've seen a lot more SUVs. Naturally, on the road, a lot came into the market then. Even the Q7s came out. Yeah. And I thought, well, that was a good car because that was a 7-seater. I'm from a big family, so I thought, well, this is good. And it was just quirky. It was just something you haven't seen, really. But back then, they weren't selling in the millions because people were still a bit unsure. Do they need a four-wheel drive? Are they going to go off-road? Do they need such a big, huge car? It's hard to park. There's a lot more involved than just, I've got a big car. Well, I think the evolution of SUVs, which stands for sports utility vehicles, was really, if you had a big family or you're going to use it on a farm or go off-roading, then that's when you need an SUV. Well, that isn't the case today. I think most families buying SUVs, would you not agree? That's what we sell. Yeah. You don't have to go off-road, do you? No. I can't remember the last time I sold a car to someone who goes off-roading, which was an SUV. No. Most people are coming to buy an SUV from us. They're just normal family people who've got nice businesses or do nice things on a weekend, maybe play golf. Am I right?
Yeah. I think four-wheel drives, I think a bit of a, not many women used to drive four-wheel drives. That's the truth. Years ago, they didn't, did they?
Absolutely
right?
Not.
You know, you get a guy who maybe had a Range Rover, where now it is cool to drive a four-wheel drive. So you see lots of women, the Range Rover Sport, X5, you see lots of women who are looking after the kids. Then the new Defender came out. The new Defenders took it to another level. There's that many Defenders on the road because they're big, they're aggressive looking, they've got a massive boot, especially the 110s. You can get kids in. You've got 7 seats option. Yeah. The Defenders have taken four-wheel drive on the road to another level. They're all automatic, where the old Defenders were manual, so they're easier to drive. You've got good camera systems. They've just moved on.
Well, I think at one point the Defender was almost like a fashionable item, like a nice expensive bag. If you had a Defender, you were living it. You were doing well. Because they were lovely. I mean, everyone was driving one because they just needed one. Their friends got one. They want one. Never to go off-road, normally school runs or just weekends away, whatever it is. Because then you can add so much to them Defenders as well with Explorer packs, the ladders. Talking about that, you can add so much that you're never going to use, but it just looks good, doesn't it? Yeah. Sometimes it's all about looks. For me personally, the involvement of naturally going from a normal saloon car to an SUV, if you're not losing anything, but you're gaining. So when you're going from a normal, let's use any saloon car, let's just say a Mercedes C-Class, but then the direct competition of its own brand would be the GLC, which is the SUV version of it, which gives you more interior cabin room, bigger boot space, ground clearance, but still gives you all the styling of a Mercedes branding, same running cost because the same engine and gearbox. There was no negatives. No. I think that's when people thought, no, if I'm going to buy a Mercedes C-Class, then why not buy the GLC, which gives me that extra bit of room and safety, because just being a bigger car, you feel safer. Naturally, you feel safer. And I think that's why, if you look on the road now, if you're just driving about your normal day, just watch out next time how many SUVs, even compact ones, you see. And I'm not just talking about Lamborghini Uruses or Range Rover Sports. I'm talking just normal, everyday, compact SUVs like Qashqais and the Kia Sportage and Ford Cougars. You'll see more compact SUVs than saloons. That's because that's what people want. People want SUV now, and that's why we stock them, because we do think they're the best sort of cars out there now.
Yeah.
Which one's the best out of the lot? Well, you can tell us in a few seconds what you think, but I do think naturally they've evolved so much, and it does everything for you.
Well, they've evolved, and the pricing's evolved as well, because, you know, I remember a Range Rover Sport New, when they first came out, were probably selling anywhere from 50, you get a top spec one for about 50 grand. The new Range Rover Sport now, a basic car is 80 grand up to, well, the new SVR is going to come out, which is going to be starting at 175,000, which is just mental money.
Crazy money.
Then you spec it, it's probably 200,000. So the pricing is increased, but it hasn't stopped people buying them.
Absolutely
still.
Not.
You know, we sell lots of sports, we sell lots of full Range Rovers, SVs, and I'm always in a four-wheel drive because I love the space, I love the comfort, and I just love everything that comes with it. So I'm always in a Range Rover. Joe's, I think you're always in a Range Rover as well. So that gives you an idea. We're dealing in cars every day, but for us, in my opinion, the best four-wheel drive on the road is a full Range Rover. However, if you want supercar performance, you've then got other options. You've got your Urus, you've got your G63. You've got unbelievable cars out there where you can get performance, but you've got comfort.
Let's touch on some of them though. So you mentioned just a few very quickly. You've got the G-Wagon, which come in diesel variations and petrols. So the G400, which is the most common one probably, gives you all the styling of a G-Wagon, that lovely look, that aggressive look, tank vibes. But then you've got a diesel engine in there. But then you've got the G63, which has that beautiful sound, the side exhausts. It's a dream car. But it's a tank that gives you very little miles per gallon, but it's one of the best SUVs out there in performance or even in diesel. So that's one that you mentioned. The Urus. I personally love the Urus. I know you're not a massive fan of it, as in altogether for a daily.
Yeah.
But if financially you'd buy one, because again, it's like a Batmobile. The sharp lines, the sound performance, just everything about it just screams out, wow, I love them. But then you have the posh ones, what I call the really luxurious versions, which Liam would love, is the Rolls-Royce Cullinans. Are they not probably one of the best SUVs, the best SUVs? Not just most expensive, I'm talking craftsmanship.
Yeah, craftsmanship, the Rolls-Royce
materials.
Cullinan, yeah, it is the most luxurious
Problem
four-wheel
you've got
drive.
is you won't drive one.
But I just think they're too big, and I think if you've got a Rolls-Royce, you need to be driven in one. That's just my opinion. The Urus is an unbelievable car, and it is one of the cars where if you want to lay that type of money out and buy something, over the last couple of years, the Lamborghini Urus has probably held its money better than any other car you can get. But for me, I still find it a bit hard, a bit just in your face, where I prefer an SV Range Rover. I think you've got power, you've got comfort, you've got luxury, but it's just a little bit more subtle, where Joe's a little bit more...
I'm a little bit out there.
He's a bit out there. He wears mad shoes and jackets and things. So it suits him more. A purple Urus is right down the street.
I do think there's so many different options out there on the SUV market. The evolution of SUV for me, I think has been brilliant. I think for our business has been good.
Yeah.
I think people that buy these cars and use them every single day get the best use out of them. Because sometimes I've seen it, we've been part of it, where we'll supply someone with a lovely saloon car, a convertible, and it's been great for summer, but they can't use it for the winter, for example, where the SUVs really does and can be driven 12 months of the year, even in bad, like real terrible weather, when sometimes we get them as well. So I think they are brilliant. There's certain SUVs out there which are underrated. I think people just don't completely ignore them. And there's some that we don't even get involved with. Some of the other brands that sometimes we just have no say in because we've never seen them, touched them, feel them. But there are some cracking products out there that do a cracking job at a lower price tag, really. But I just find that SUVs have completely changed from what they were 10 years ago, only 10 years. Now with the new hybrid market and everything's tapping into that world, they're evolving again, aren't they?
Yeah.
Plug-in ones, there's the self-drive ones and all sorts going on. But I think in general, SUVs are brilliant. We're doing well with them. I think our clients love them.
We have more SUVs than we do performance and normal cars, if you like.
Yeah, and that's because supply and demand. We would stock what people want. And certainly some of the Range Rover products, the Defenders, Urises, I can name 2 handfuls straight away. And that Purisan, that Ferrari Purisan, we haven't had one yet, but I'm just going to put it out there. I think that'll be a cracking SUV. Just looks
it'll be an unbelievable car if you can get older one.
Well,
but it'll be an unbelievable car. But the demand for them will be through the roof, because anything new product, 4-wheel drive that is difficult to get hold of are just popular, aren't they? That's
100%.
That's why the Defender went mad, because it was a new product. The new Range Rover, the new Sport. It's what people want.
Everyone loves a car, and everyone wants something that's new. So that's where it stands with that one. And I just think the SUVs have come a long way, and I think that's why we sell them.
We sell lots of them. We have lots of them. We have lots of them as well.
We do, don't we? As a matter of fact, on that note, let me show you some of the cars that we have downstairs in the showroom, because we have got some great SUVs here. Thanks for watching.
So, we've just come down.
Yeah.
Some of these cars are actually sold, but I'm just going to give you a quick sneak peek of like a selection of cars we've got. Look at that, by the way. That's an urban Defender. So that's like the Defender we've been chatting about, but it's had a full urban conversion, urban wheels. It's got ladders, it's got the lights, it's got the bonnet scoops. It looks unbelievable.
Beautiful, isn't
that
it?
didn't even go on the website, but that's a big car which has got presence about it.
Absolutely. G63 in classic grey.
What a colour.
You just can't get them. Well, this is the carbon edition as well, so when you're looking for a car like this, which is not even taking orders on anymore, special cars, special colour, with carbon fibre, all the power that you'd ever want, looks, design. This is a 73 registration vehicle, like new in every single way. Absolutely stunning. Like I said, these cars are just ready to go out now. They've been ordered over the phone by ourselves after watching our video presentations, and our clients are very happy because SUVs in demand. But then this one, Liam will tell you
that car we've sold today, that's a brand new Range Rover 460 hybrid. So that is really moving on. So that's the plug-in hybrid, new Range Rover 460 engine. So it's the bigger brake horsepower. That was 73. It'd done 20 miles. Car perfect great, sold instantly. That's like me all over that, because it's pure comfort, pure luxury. And then you've got yours.
There's me all over. Well, this is, again, look at it. You can't not like this car. It's stunning. But we sold it again straight away, advertised it, literally hours I think it was, because you can't get them, not with the spec, with the right wheels on, the styling, all the decals and everything. It's just perfect. And like I said, this is some of the cars that we've sold are going out. There's cars coming in every single day, like the ones behind me here, which get photographed and then they get videoed and they get advertised. But SUV, this is a showroom just full of SUVs at the minute.
That's a Discovery, brand new. New Discovery, HSE, look at that, 73 plate delivery miles. That's just, again, 7 seats, big car, what people want. Get the kids in, diesel, auto, big wheels. Just, yeah,
they
great
just look
car.
right. But this is what I was saying before upstairs. Sometimes you might just want a performance car, but you want practicality. And this is a Jaguar F-Pace with the SVR. So you're talking 510 brake horsepower and 0 to 60 in like 4.1 seconds. It's fast, super fast. But then you have this as well, don't you, Liam? And I know Liam likes these as well, up until recently, likes the big ones now, but...
First edition as well, that's a first edition Range Rover Sport. So this is a 72, so this is when they came out last year, but it's a first edition. So the first edition, they just stick everything on. That's just come in today. Santorini black, it's got the cloud leather. Come and have a look inside this.
Oh, the first edition.
It's the D350. What a car.
You put that special carbon fibre in there, which is very nice. And that's what makes it a little bit different. Modern, up-to-date, big boot space, beautiful materials used throughout the vehicle, soft closed doors.
Whilst we're on, actually, look at this. Look at this. By the way, this is every day. This is every day.
In and out. But it's just right. It's perfect. The colour's nice. It's Carpathian.
V8 Defender, brand new. Yeah, Land Rover will tell you have to wait 18 months to buy one of them. We don't. It's here now.
You can't get them.
There you go.
Impossible.
So that's a Defender, but the beefy V8 diesel engine. What a car.
It's a wrap. So for us, we have all the best SUVs. The evolution of SUV has changed massively. It's come on leaps and bounds. And we have the best ones here. But again, it's like anything, one to the own. It's all about opinions. But we love them, don't we?
We love them. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.